Yeah, a couple of topics first. Today, the Israel military launched airstrike to the southern Lebanon area, targeting what they called Hezbollah depot. Does the Secretary General have any reaction on the latest
Look,
development?
I haven't gotten an update today from our colleagues at UNIFIL, but I can tell you that we stand firmly against any violations of Resolution 1701 and any violations of.
You actually part answered my question. So the UNIFIL colleagues haven't provide updates, right?
I just haven't. They haven't come up all the way up through the pipes to me.
We know that the Security Council members, they are going to visit UNIFIL camps in the southern Lebanon. Would there be any effect of this?
You would have to ask the Security Council. I'm not across their trip. I do know there are, from what I gather, they are in Syria today. But otherwise, you should speak to the council.
Right. Okay. On Sudan, you just talked a lot of the devastation in Sudan. But the head of the Sudanese Armed Force, Albert Han, said recently that his priority is to disarm RSF, which means if there's no intention to disarm, he's not willing to talk to RSF, but will continue the military operation. How worried is the Secretary General about the trajectory of this crisis in Sudan?
Look, I mean, if you've been listening to what we've been saying, to what the Secretary General's been saying, what the Secretary General's representatives have been saying, I think we've been spending a lot of time highlighting this horrendous humanitarian crisis in Sudan, where two leaders are continuing to fight and their people are paying the ultimate price in horrendous conditions. The Secretary General's personal envoy, Ramtan Lamamra, was in Port Sudan recently. He's in Addis. I can tell you that he is in touch with all parties and getting, what I would say is sort of cautiously positive signals that both the government and the RSF are willing to engage with him.
Has Secretary General ever reached out to the White House, because it seems that President Trump now has an interest to solving that Sudan crisis, and also the Secretary of State said that he is the only leader in the world capable of resolving the Sudan crisis.
I mean, listen, Mr. Lamamra is speaking to all relevant parties.
White House?
Is speaking to all relevant parties, including the United States.